Yeah, what's going on out there, people? Today we're talking about the Janz 24-foot telescoping wand. Yeah, that's 24 feet or a foot telescoping wand by Janz. Janz, that's how I pronounce it. There you go. Got this off of Amazon. That's what you get. Got your tips. This is a pressure washing wand, extension wand. Yeah, there you go. Right there, 24 feet, telescoping wand. Here we go. Just showing you some of the more features there. That's the trigger on the wand. Then you go to wand again. Get you a little harness. I don't use the harness. A lot of people in the reviews say they don't use the harness either. There go your application. You clean your gutters, your wall. Good gracious, that thing dirty. Y'all see how much mold was on that picture? Rewind that back, man. Come on. Got it for $95. It was a limited time deal. It might still be $95. I'm not sure. But, they saying no ladder required. Convenience. It cleans high places with ease and allows you to complete pressure washing tasks more safely and quickly. Practical accessories, brush head, extension wands, and spray nozzles meet all needs of power washing projects. Easy operation, set up appropriate length, and you are ready to start the power washing and cleaning. Right up there, that's the model. What did it say? TWZZ001. It's an easy to maneuver telescoping pressure washer wand, which designed to clean up to 24 feet high from the point. I think that's what it's saying. I'm sorry about that. Product feature. You got your 5-stage telescoping wand, sturdy spray gun, back to the wand, the level lock. You got your lock, set up appropriate length and lock it down. Padded grip lets you work longer with less fatigue. That's debatable. Lightweight wand, easy to hold and move. Back over here to the sturdy spray gun. You see right there. All right, they said it was ergonomic, people. There you go. You got your outlet and your inlet. That's, hooking up your wand to your pressure washer. And what they say, 360 swivel outlet design. Makes it easy to connect the extension wands. It does. I felt like it was really easy switching out tips and switching out the wand. Because I use my old straight wand from my Ryobi pressure washer. Get that brush head. I did not use the brush head. Brush head attachment. There were the other two attachments. Now that one is slightly curved. That comes in handy. The extension wands. That's what they're talking about. The extension wands right there. Suitable for most high place cleaning jobs. Except most quick connect spray nozzle tips. That is true. Connects firmly to the telescoping wand. Keeping steady in use. Yeah. They go to different tips. They give you all the tips, man. You get your 15, 25, 40, and 65. Clean high areas or areas hard to reach. Clean brick, concrete, and hard surfaces. Clean wood, fences, and lawn. Yeah, man. Spray nozzle tips. Got the red. They give you the red and the degrees. 0, 15, 25 with the green. The yellow is 15. White is 40 degrees and black is 65. But they say black used on spraying soaps and detergent. White used on windows and cars. Green used on painted surfaces, wood siding, fences, and lawnmowers. Okay. Wire harness there, people. You might want to check. I didn't use it, but you can check it out. They thought about you. They put the wire harness in it. Lengthened support belt. They're talking about the wire, the harness that you get. They say less fatigue. Sturdy connector contribute to a longer product life. Soft cushioning lining ensures comfort. They got different waist sizes that you can adjust it to. Go all the way up, what did it say, 45 or 51? The application, look at my man using that brush right there. I did not do that, but hey, I might do it on the next one. You can shoot it, clean out your gutters right there, shoot it right on in there. Look at that, he got that brush again on that wall. Operating warning. Never extend or retract the wand while in use. Always maintain proper balance and control of extension wand. Yeah, that's very important right there, people. Keep yourself safe. All right, let's get into the footage. There we go, out the box. Got everything I just showed you. Manual, your extension wand, and then your tips and your brush head. There you go right there. The bad boy, the cannon, the rifle. You gonna drop that pistol and you picking up your rifle, people. Got that good AR-15 action, man. Look at that. There we go. That's what I hooked it up to, man. It's a go. It's compatible with the Ryobi. I got the 3,000 PSI pressure washer. I probably bought this thing about 4 years ago, man. Yeah, about 4. Good 4 to 5. That's the original one. So we're gonna take that off and put on this extender by Janz, man. Yeah, I'm just showing you what, yeah, there we go. I got that rifle, man. Look at that. He ready for action, man. I'm coming out the bush. Look at that. All right, let's get, there we go. Spraying the house. I'm not really cleaning right now, people. This is just a quick demonstration. Just showing you the length. It's a 2-story house. Just showing you, you know, the reach. There we go. Waft. Yeah, there we go. Spraying the house. Just demonstrating, people. I'm gonna really clean it this weekend or maybe next weekend, you know. I'm cleaning it here short. But right now, I'm just testing it out real quick to get you some footage. See if it's going to work. See if it's compatible with my Ryobi. It is. Now I'm extending the wand. Look at that. Right up there to the 2nd floor. Let's extend it again. The best way to extend it, I found, and I read that in the reviews, is start from the base, you know, and extend out that way. And I actually used this Monday, man. This past Monday, if you're watching the video. Got what date that? What day we on? It was the 28th. Yeah. I went and actually did a house on the other street over, on the next street over. My mother-in-law's house. So yeah, it worked good, man. I got good use out of it. So again, I'm just extending. Getting busy with that pole in my hand. Look at that. I'm dangerous, people. I'm dangerous with that thing right there. Look at that. You got to get used to it. I'm gonna tell you that. You really got to get used to it. Once you extend it out, it's a balancing act, and you're gonna have to incorporate the muscles. So if you're in shape, you shouldn't have any problem. If you're out of shape, if you got neck problems, back problems, be careful. Because once you extend it out, you working, you taxing the muscles, man. You taxing the traps. Engage your core, get your abs tight. You're gonna get a workout with it, people, once you extend it. It's not heavy. It's just, once you extend it out, it does, you know, get a little hard to balance, so it gets heavy. Then you got the water shooting through there. You got the pressure shooting through there. So just take your panel, a little small portion of the house, and just practice. Get yourself together. Get your body used to working with it when it's extended, and you'll be okay. You'll be okay. And I did find myself, I'm right-handed, so what I did, I found myself, I would switch the trigger hand to my left hand. I would work the trigger, you know, to get the water to come out, people. I get the triggering with my left, and then I take my dominant hand, which is my right, and it's stronger, and I will hold it. See, right there, I'm doing it right there. Got the right, holding it, and I'm spraying with the left. So, you know, keep that in mind. Yeah, I like it, man. My biggest question, my biggest concern is how durable is this product? Because you know it's coming out of the Orient. Good old China. And this ain't no knock to anybody Chinese, man, but you know. Let's see what the customers say. Customers find the pressure washer wand works well with their equipment and effectively cleans houses and gutters, considering it a great purchase for the money and an amazing tool. However, the build quality receives mixed feedback. While the extension tubing and components are solid, some reported falling apart on the first use. Moreover, the product is heavy and difficult to control when fully extended, and customers note that the harness only fits small people. Okay, you big fellas, you big backs, you might have a problem with the harness. I didn't have a problem with the harness. I'm 200, about 205, 5'9", ain't had no problems. But that's my main concern, is how long will this thing last, people. Now, it did not mess up on the first use or the second use. It didn't bust on me. But I do question how long it would last due to the plastic parts and, you know, that part. Select to learn more. They say we got a green check on works well, cleaning power, value for the money, tool value. Things at question: ease of control, build quality, and the fit. Now, 60% out of 620 people liked the product, gave it 5, 18% 4, 9% 3, 2 stars, 6%, 1 star, 7. Let's get into this. I picked a few. Janz aluminum. This is by Glenn Boyles. Janz aluminum 24-foot telescoping pressure washer extension. I purchased the Janz aluminum 24-foot telescoping pressure washer extension kit about 2 months ago. I used it yesterday and today, so I now have a couple of hours of actual experience with this tool. It seems to be well made and everything works. It is a bit heavy, so keep that in mind. However, the extension will reach about 24 feet. Controlling the fully extended pole requires a little time and practice. All right, kind of sped through that. I got the rest of what he said coming up here shortly, but yeah, I agree with what he's saying. You got to get used to it, man. It's a little heavy. Requires a little time. Okay, this is a manly tool, so brute strength is helpful. I would imagine that any 24-foot extension pole connected to a 3,500 PSI power washer would be physically challenging. I learned to use its weight to counter the nozzle's thrust. I also recommend extending the pole from the larger diameter pole at the bottom and move it upward half or 1 pole extension at a time, the smallest diameter. You got a little bit more coming up here, people. But I agree with him. I really agree with him. I took his advice when I really in that demonstration. I didn't do that, but when I pressure washed for real, I started from the bottom. Okay, the smallest diameter pole is very flexible and can be challenging to keep from whipping when the trigger is depressed. Practice makes perfect, and keep away from windows while learning. The Janz 24-foot extension pole certainty beats climbing up and down and moving a 34-foot extension ladder around my home. I highly recommend this product. I agree again. That's why I bought it, because I didn't want to get on the ladder. I don't really have anybody to hold the ladder for me. So, you know, kind of up there taking a risk, people. My age, I don't really want to take risks like that, man. 46, trying to make it to 47. So let's go. Next up, another, it's a 4-star from Primo. Better than using a ladder, he said. Easy to set up and beats going up and down the ladder. The harness, however, is worthless. The clip is not strong enough to hold the weight of the wand. If you extend the wand to its fullest, you will have control issues due to the force of the water coming out. Tried an attachment for gutter cleaning for my second floor gutters. That didn't go well, he said. The force of the water made the wand bend, which made it difficult to control. Yeah, I found that when you would get it extended out, I didn't have it all the way, but it was high enough. We was up in the teens. And once you hit that trigger, it will move on you. So again, take a little time to practice. Engage them abs, man. You got to engage them cores, because it's going to work here first. It's a learning curve. This from FJ, Michigan Gym. Fairly good. He gave it 4 stars. Telescoping wand has worked well, but the harness is both essential and useless. Looking for a replacement harness. So he wants to use his harness, and he said, yeah, I can see what he's saying. That harness, I didn't use. I tried it one time. I had it on in the video. I didn't connect it at all. I disconnected. Roger R. He say 3 stars. Decent extended wand. Used it for the first time today. Overall, it worked well, very difficult to hold control when it's fully extended. Would be easier to go up a ladder 6 to 8 feet than only use the extended wand up to 15 feet. The vest is so-so. It helps, but it's not designed correctly. It needs to sit up higher. Overall, I am pleased with this. He got a little more coming up here. Got ahead of myself, but yeah, I left a little room so I could talk. But yeah, I agree with him too. He not, agree with some of that. Okay, that was what all he had to say. Okay, difficult to use and some doubt on long distance from the Real Deal Reviews with Jenny. Term durability. We got a lady here. This pressure washer wand extension seemed promising at first, but after using it, I found it pretty difficult to manage. The longer you extend it, the harder it becomes to control and handle. In addition, right from the first use, it started leaking out of the side of the tips. Dang. Given that I'm not convinced about its long-term durability, we ended up returning it because it didn't meet expectations and the quality just didn't seem up to par. So I would recommend it based on my experience. Now, again, I've used it twice. I hadn't had any problems with it leaking or busting on me yet. That black tube that's connected to the trigger and I haven't had any problems with that. So let's go to the next person here. We got Gary V. He gave it 2, just not for me. Let's say, Gary say the telescopic power washer wand was very heavy. I would open the wand up to extend it. I'd be power washing the house, then the wand would on his own slide down. The locks would not hold in its place. Not happy at all going to be sending it back. So he said the locking mechanism wasn't holding up on here. That's understandable because I had bought a pole saw for Amazon. I had the same problem. Yeah, I ain't had a problem with this one, but I see what he's saying there. AJ say fell apart on the first use, people. Not the first, but the first use. This fell apart on the first use. It just isn't very well made. My house isn't very large, standard 2-story, and it couldn't finish the job before breaking. It's worth shelling out for a good brand that's more durable. That's what AJ said. That's what happened to AJ. Good thing though, AJ, it happened to you in the beginning. So you probably was able to get your full refund. All right, here we got another 2 from Jeanette D. 2 stars, leaking after about 5 uses. The hose disconnected when we extended the telescopic pole for the first time. Hose connection started leaking after about 5 uses. See video. She added a video. So yeah. A lot of people complaining about leaks and busting. I'm telling you, I didn't have that problem yet. So maybe I'll do an update on this video and let you know after I do 2 more pressure washes. What's the outcome? 4,000 PSI line already blue, not heavy duty. That's from B. Braddock. Jump. He said it's jump, people. Look at it and blew out on it. I used this one previous time with the low pressure nozzle only to apply some out of reach areas with chemicals on the house. Today I decided to use the pressure washing nozzle that came with it. Instantly blew the supposed 4,000 PSI line. I don't know. I think it said go up to 4,000. So it blew. I've emailed support and waiting to hear back. If they resolve the issue, I'll change my review. If not, I will still clear this item. Used it twice and already broke. That's the verdict, people. But again, you got a lot of people that said good things about it. So I don't know how long this thing is going to last. That's my question too. We're dealing with the red dragon, people. Nah, I'm just playing. No, hey. Shout out to all my Chinese people. But yeah, man. J. Hoover, POS of the day. We passed the 10-minute mark. So he's saying it's the piece of shit of the day, people. Piece of shit. The tubes are not strong enough to hold the line up. They keep collapsing, and even after tightening the clamps, the support brace may work if you have a 32-inch waist and can figure out how to pull the trigger a few feet back. Very disappointing. I wouldn't say it's a piece of shit. But that's my man Jay Hubel. That's what he said. He said it's a piece of shit. So that's his perspective. Shout out to him, man. Yeah. A. Barkley say burst hole. 1 star. Washed our house once last year. Got it out this year and the hose burst. Is Janz willing to replace? Jump. Jordan said lasted 1 use and the hose is shot. Do not buy. See, now that's what I'm worried about, people. What if I get through this season and then next year I use the thing and then blew out, bam. You know what I'm saying? Just bust on me like a rubber with a hook. Now I'm scared, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't want it to bust on me, but $95, man, you get what you pay for. You know what I'm saying? And I just needed to get through the summer so I can make a little money. Doing a little side press watching here. But hey, man, that's the Janz 24-foot telescoping wand. What you say, people? I say telescoping. Telescoping wand. Space time, man. Like, share, and subscribe. Been a fun review. Again, I haven't had any problems yet with it busting on me or leaking. And I'm hoping I can get 2 to 3 years. I'm hoping I get 4 to 5 years out of it, man. You know what I'm saying? I hope it lasts. I don't know. Right now it's rolling for me. Thank you. Like, share, subscribe. Peace. I'm out. Space time.